At this fireplace, members of Parliament under the Parliamentary Forum on Youth engaged with different stakeholders dealing with youth affairs about the national budget and how it will impact on the youth and addressing their needs. This was in Kampala. Various people who attended the fireplace conversation want to see government prioritize issues that will improve the earnings of the youth through more fundings in areas such as Youth Livelihood Fund, Parish Development Model, Emyoga, among others.
For me, as a chair of the National Youth Council, my interest is this. Government should begin considering making tremendous jumps in things that have impact on the population. For example, we have financing platforms where government is saying we are giving money for young people for business startup. The number that was given last year, if the budget jump corresponded to the budget jump in the number of young people able to access financing this financial year, I would be very happy. But if it does not happen, then my question is, how does this jump relate to creating enough opportunity?
We are looking at coming up with a startups bill, which will enable the young people who have, of course, who have the outstanding ideas, who are startups, to create a fund that they can be boosted. That fund that can help them to, establish themselves. But
these are also demanding for more funding in the areas of education and health and skilling of the youth.
One of them being the question of education and productivity that aligns very much with the young people here today, but also those coming after us. And so we are asking ourselves, does the budget answer the question of education? In terms of quantity, we see its addresses with the allocation of money for scattering of schools all over the country, but also we're asking, where is the quality?
Have issues to do with poverty, where households or people going to school cannot afford education, because at the moment, as much as education is referred as free education, it is not actually free. We get to know people, they don't have uniforms.
We need more money in terms of skilling the youth. With a population of 73% youth, Uganda, this presents a huge potential in terms of human resource, but also market potential.
The MPs want to have an amendment of the Public Finance Management Act so that the youth's voice can be heard during the budgeting process, since they are taking up the biggest share of the population.
There should be a budget that affects them directly, and this calls for amendment of the PFMA to have a clear provision that in the budgeting process, all MDAs, ministries, departments and agencies of government must have a provision in terms of budget that addresses the issue of youth.
The proposals that were gathered during the fireplace conversation will be taken through a petition and delivered to the Speaker of Parliament so that this could form the backbone of the budget in the next financial year. Juma Kiria, NTV.